Hi everyone, what's going on? It's Waseem here from Handsome Smells. Thank you for joining me on another fragrance video. Today we're going to be looking at a Attar. We're going to do a fragrance review. It's a Attar from the house of Mellifluence, and the Attar is called Elle. So I picked up this Attar, a sample from his eBay store, and if you are intrigued in the house of Mellifluence or this Attar in general, just Google search the title of this video and I'm sure his eBay shop will appear. His name is Abdullah, a very pleasant chap to deal with, and makes some very beautiful Attars at very affordable prices as well for the quality that you're getting. So Elle, let me just run through the notes and then I'll talk you through my experiences and I will tell you about the performance of this fragrance, and I'll also give a little bit of a background from the perfumer himself regarding his concept of creating this fragrance, and at the end I will give my overall rating. So starting off with the notes, at the top you're going to get violet, pine, cypress, lavender, and a note which I've never come across before, and it goes by the note of lantana radriaca, quite a mouthful. The heart of the fragrance is green tea, white oud, iris, aged civet, blue cypress and clary sage. The base of the fragrance is orris, Chiang Rai oud, aged castoreum, Indian deer musk and Australian sandalwood. So a wide variety of notes there, some very heavy notes as well. But what do I really get on my skin? So I've been testing this Attar since I believe February. So I've tested it in the cold winter of England as well as the spring and this amazing heat wave we're having as well at the moment. So what I really get from Elle in the opening is incredibly complex, like a lot of Attars I've been testing. The opening is deep, rich, intensely complex. It has this, for me, the smooth creaminess, I believe, coming from the sandalwood, and a very, in a nuance of coolness. I'm not sure where that cool feeling is coming from, but from the opening to the dry down, this fragrance has a coolness with it. And along with the smooth creaminess, the coolness, there's a healthy dose of animalic funkiness. Now, when I say animalic funkiness, there's animalic tones in this scent. It gives it this raw nuance, this edginess, but the animalic feeling in this fragrance is not fecal and it's not dirty. It's not off-putting. I find it very pleasing and very interesting, and it adds to the complexity and enjoyment of this fragrance. The animalic feel and nuance I get in this scent are very different, and I believe it's due to the three main animalic notes in this Attar. It's the castoreum, the civet and the musk. So I get this leatheriness and I get this smokiness in this scent in the opening, and the leathery smoky animalic feel lasts throughout this scent as well as the coolness as well, which I mentioned. As the fragrance develops on my skin, it then is joined by a very gentle spiciness, and it's also introduced to a beautiful note of the green tea. Now the green tea in Elle for me gives this a very mellow, very soothing and a very calming feel. Whenever I wear Elle, it always makes me feel very calm and it puts me in a soothing sort of mood. It's very similar to, not in terms of scent profile, it's similar in how it makes me feel to a fragrance from the house of Gucci, that is Gucci Pour Homme 2, which also has a note of black tea as well as a little bit of green tea and a gentle bit of spiciness from the pimento. But Elle, I'm not sure where the spiciness comes from, but it's very different scent, but it makes me feel very similar in the terms that it has a very soothing, mellow, calming sort of feel. So that's what I essentially get from this scent. It's a creamy, smooth scent with a lot of complexity. There's a coolness throughout this scent, and there's a healthy dose of animalic tones, the smokiness and some gentle spiciness as well as the gorgeous green tea note, which gives it the mellow, calming, soothing sort of feel. On my skin, Elle itself, the opening and the middle or the heart of the fragrance is very strong in terms of performance. I get above average projection for the first 5 hours. After that, it sits a little bit more closer to the skin. However, up close, it's very strong and quite intense. Overall, in terms of longevity, it lasts on my skin about 8 hours, which for a natural Attar is excellent in my opinion. Before I give my final rating of Elle, I just want to run through from the perfumer himself, from his website, from his eBay store, his concept regarding creating Elle. So I'm just going to read it from his eBay shop here. So he says the initial concept was an idea from the movie Neon Demon. I've not seen that film before. I might have to check it out. And it goes on to say this cold, from the movie Neon Demon, this cold, unwelcoming environment of Hollywood, the fashion industry, and the animalic nature of those around the key figure of Elle. So the perfumer himself did a conceptual Attar, and I think it's quite amazing what he created. He had this vision, this concept to create this Attar, and I think it's absolutely beautiful when and absolutely amazing when perfumers try to create things conceptually rather than just creating a fragrance for the sake of creating fragrance to smell nice. It's nice to have an artistic feel to it as well. Even though the perfumer created this around the film, around the concept of Hollywood and some key figures giving it this animalic nature, I found the experience what I wore quite different, but nevertheless that's what happens. So overall rating from me, I was really impressed with Elle from Mellifluence. Its performance, its scent profile, I love the animalic nature of this scent, and I loved how calming and soothed I felt whenever I wore this Attar. So for me, an overall rating from Elle from the house of Mellifluence is 4.5 out of 5. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have, then please do leave me a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't already. Until next time my friends, see you later.